easy version of an Italian rice with pumpkin. So I'm going to show you how to do pumpkin puree from scratch. So before we start, I have my pan here, a little olive oil, uh, a tablespoon of olive oil, and some diced onion. I'm going to go directly and put it in. You can hear it sizzle. I just want it like to start cooking while I tell you how to prep the, here's my, I start prepping the pumpkin, okay? So here we go for the pumpkin. So this is a kabocha squash. You could do any of the other ones, the sugar pumpkin, like the ones you do jack-o'-lanterns. You can do it with butternut squash, but I want to show you this one just because I already cut it, is, you know, this beautiful orange color. But if you see here, not always they have them. They have a lot of like little blemishes, I'd say, little dry parts. So obviously that's not good to eat. So just for you to see how easy it is, you can just grab your vegetable peeler and start peeling, just like that. So you're gonna go like that and peel that in. A lot of sometimes the kabocha squash doesn't have a lot of, it's like more green outside and doesn't have these blemishes. If they don't, then just use it with the skin on. It's beautiful. It's really sweet, the skin, but obviously with these little blemishes or dry parts, that's not as great. So you can just like basically start cutting it. I'm going you can do it with your knife too. You can like cut, like, especially see how these little ends are a little woody too. You can cut some part. You can do with your knife like that and just peel it, whatever it works. This part is a little off, so you keep on cutting. Let me just, I can smell the onions. Let me just give it a little turn. So for the rest of the ingredients, as I just prep it, so these ones I'm gonna steam. I'm gonna show you quickly just a piece because I already did the other half. So you can start as you peel it and you get nice clean parts. Then you just dice it, and then this could be in large chunks, just like that. And then you're gonna set up your, that's my onion going, and so you're gonna set up your water and then your steamer, and then you're just gonna put it in there, and you do that with the whole. I'll add a couple more pieces, but basically you got the idea, and that's it. This is what you're gonna get. And so you're gonna steam it, cover it, steam it. It's just gonna be probably about, I don't even know if it's like at a full steam, like a couple of 20 minutes, maybe 15. And then you'll know when you get like like a paring knife and you go in and out, and basically it comes out easily, the knife, and then it's done. So then you use some of that liquid from the water that you steamed them. You'll use it and put it in a bowl, and this is what I did earlier. So my bowl already has the squash with some of the liquid, and you end up making your puree. That's exactly what you want. Okay. So the other ingredients, while this continues cooking, so we're gonna have brown rice. I already cooked the brown rice. It's nice and cooked. Just I cooked it with a little bit of water, a little bit of onion, bay leaf, and salt and pepper. That's it. And then we're gonna have some green beans. These are steamed already. So what I'm just gonna do is cut them really quickly in just bite-sized pieces. So this rice it's actually a fairly quick one, but you want everything like ready and bite-sized pieces into it. So I'm gonna go and add my green beans. If you have peas, that's great. You can use peas too. Again, like many of the dishes we do, we just like add up a lot of vegetables into it. And then, so the other ingredients are gonna be a little bit of parsley, just chopped. Then some Parmesan at the end, some grated Parmesan. You have your option of like, you can put it, I have a little black eyed peas that I already cooked. So you can also have those. And of course the rice and the pumpkin. So this one, once it's like that nice, then you can start adding the rice. You're gonna heat it up if it's not hot. This is like 2 cups of rice. You can then season it with a little bit of pepper. I already seasoned the rice with some salt, but I'll just add a little bit. But actually, this dish is more like a little bit of sweetness from the pumpkin. So once it's nice, and we can also add the black eyed peas. If you like them, you can put them in. You can just leave them. That's okay. So you're gonna get nice and hot everything, and then you're gonna add the puree. So for the puree, you may need to add a little extra water. So I have here my puree. So you're gonna add a couple of. So the thing about this rice is this is like, it actually is like very, should be like really creamy. So here's a little bit more water. Use the water that you do the, you steam the pumpkin with. So see how you need to incorporate it with a little bit of the water. Maybe I added like 2/3 of a cup. You may need a little more. It definitely has to have that beautiful color from the squash, which has a lot of vitamin E. I'm going to add a little bit more, and I may need to add a little bit more of water. Now, if you are like me and you like a little spice to this, I have a little bit of chili oil. These are sometimes that you find them in like the stores, and this is, you can see the color. It's kind of like red. So just a little goes a long way, but it'll have just a little kick for that chili oil. This was chili oil. It has some seeds in it. I love it. That one is. And so it'll give a little bit of a smoky flavor to it. If you don't like spice, you can just don't put that. So see how that, like, it's getting nice and steamy. So then it's time to add a little sprinkling of parsley and then a little bit of the parm. And this is key. Once you add the parm, you mix it a little bit so it kind of like all the flavors marry. It should be at this point like at a low heat. Everything is cooked. If you see, we pre-cooked the onions first, we saute them, then the green beans were already cooked, so they're just getting hot, and the rice is already cooked. So you can make this really quick. And again, this one is also good for freezing. So there you go. And then you can easily grab a nice bowl. So then that's when you can get, it's kind of like a nice stick to your ribs kind of rice. Put it like that. Then you can just garnish with another sprinkling of Parmesan and parsley. And then you serve it this way. And that's it, it's ready. So I want to give you just another little quick thing you can do with, now that you're going to have pumpkin. This is going to be a dessert. And it's the simplest dessert you're going to find. You get a bowl. You're going to get some of that pumpkin, a little bit of cinnamon, just ground cinnamon. You can use also pumpkin spice if you have it. Sprinkle a little bit of raisins and a little bit of applesauce. Maybe 2 spoonfuls. It can be half pumpkin, half applesauce. And
wow, that is so good.
And it's so easy, and you can make, it's really nice, really sweet. And this is your pudding, a pumpkin pudding you can have for dessert if you need a little pickup. Add it on my oatmeal, just like that. Like I'm going to spoonful into the oatmeal and mix it, and I have a sweet breakfast.
Well, that's so good. Delicious. Oh,
Right.
that's great. Is steaming healthy? Absolutely. Steaming is very healthy.
Yeah, remember you
Um,
cook the cook things with just steam, and you can use the water for other things, but also you're not adding any fats, anything. It's great to do that.
will the squash overpower the veggies?
Not really. So if you think about the squash, it's actually very mild in flavor. A lot of the flavor of the when we try things with pumpkin and stuff, it's because they over season it with like all the spices and stuff. But if you try just plain pureed pumpkin, it actually doesn't. It's very neutral. So in flavor, so it is what you do, and you definitely goes well with like the green beans, um, with the black eyed peas. It doesn't overpower it at all. Same thing with this one, like the pumpkin puree will have more of the flavor of the seasoning that we put the pumpkin dessert, the cinnamon, then the applesauce, and then just obviously the flavor, the vitamins, the fiber from pumpkin. Oh, someone
Exactly.
asked if the squash gets watery when pureed. No. So that's the key thing. When you steam, like I showed you, then you get the chunks. What I did is just for the chunks is like once they're steamed, I used like a potato masher and then just mashed it. And it makes, you can see the consistency. It's not watery. Actually, I had to add a little bit of water just to make it more easy to puree, because otherwise it would have been kind of dry. But a little bit goes a long way. Just add by a couple of tablespoons or so at a time. And then you basically get the consistency you want. You don't want to use brown rice, you can use quinoa. You can use barley, cooked barley. Any grain will do. And it's a great option too.